Is DOGELON Mars going to be the next big meme coin? Is it going to go to a $15 billion market cap during the peak of this bull run? I believe hypothetically so. And even though that's not financial advice, why is that? It's because I think that DOGELON Mars is very special in a sense that it's very underrated. As of right now, market cap is below $150 million. I mean, just imagine that, right? That's crazy. Caray. Boha. And you got to take this into consideration. You know, DOGELON Mars, its community, it's not caca, right? It's not trash. There's over 150,000 holders as of right now, which, by the way, is really impressive if you ask me, because you take a look at Pepe. Pepe not too long ago, holders was around 150,000. You know, as of right now, it's around 180,000, but it's not that far off when it comes to DOGELON Mars. You take a look at another project that has a very strong community. You take a look at ApeCoin. ApeCoin, it actually has around 145,000 holders. So the fact that DOGELON Mars over 150,000 as we speak, that's insane. You even take a look at, for instance, right, Cock Inu. Cock Inu's around 60,000 holders. So I think this, if anything, truly visualizes what DOGELON Mars is. You know, it's very special. And now, a lot of people out there, they like to complain and say how DOGELON Mars, you know, it doesn't have the best use case out there. It's trash, it's caca. But I disagree, because when we take a look at a meme coin, what is it supposed to represent, right? You know, I think it's supposed to represent something that's fun, that's exciting, and a very strong and passionate community. And that's exactly what DOGELON Mars has. We take a look at the community on X, or should I say Twitter, which, by the way, DOGELON Mars has over 400,000 followers. But yeah, besides that point, we take a look at that, right? The community, they're very passionate. They believe in the project. And what is, or should I say, other meme coins that had this in the beginning? We take a look at Shiba Inu and Doge. You know, Shiba Inu and Doge in the beginning, their utility, it wasn't all that great at that point, right? But again, what did they have? They had a very strong and passionate community that believed in it, right? They believed in the project. And that's exactly what I think the DOGELON Mars community really represents, because they believe in it. You know, they're not just in it for the short term. They really actually believe in the project long term. But also, when you take a look at DOGELON Mars, its exposure is amazing. There's over 25 exchanges listing DOGELON Mars as of right now, which is crazy. I mean, you take a look at a lot of the meme coins out there that have gone, you know, pumped absolutely crazily, right? They're not even listed in 20 exchanges. A lot of them not even in 10. So the fact that DOGELON Mars, with a community this fantastic, you know, listed in this many exchanges, and yet again, below $150 million in market cap, that's crazy. You know, a lot of people out there, they're trying to FOMO into meme coins that are already in the billions of market cap. But why? You take a look at DOGELON Mars, you know, it's not in the billions of market cap yet, right? Again, below $150 million in market cap. That's insane. I think that DOGELON Mars, in a sense, is basically as if I went back in time and had the chance to accumulate Pepe and Dog with Hat at below $150 million in market cap. I really do believe that, because I think that DOGELON Mars is going to be the next big meme coin. It's so insane to me seeing something this amazing yet this low in price. But hey, if anything, I'm just going to continue to dollar cost average into DOGELON Mars, because I think that it's truly a hidden gem. You know, it's a sleeping giant. That's what she said. You take a look at Floki, right? Floki's in the billions of market cap. You got to think about that. So DOGELON Mars, I mean, it's just waiting. But I think that when it does go up, man, it's going to be party time right there. And here's the thing. $15 billion in market cap, it may sound ridiculous to some people, but you got to take this into consideration. SHIB all-time high market cap was around $40 billion, right? You take a look at Dogecoin, around $88 billion in terms of its all-time high market cap. So $15 billion. You know, it's not too much to ask for. It may seem crazy to some people because, again, DOGELON Mars is so low in market cap to the point that when they see $15 billion, they're like, what is this, right? But you take a look at, for instance, something like SHIB. No one ever expected it to go to $40 billion. Even Doge, $88 billion. So DOGELON Mars at $15 billion, which is significantly lower than that, by the way. I don't think it's unrealistic. You know, it's not like it's never been reached before by a meme coin. Now, if I'm saying that, hey man, DOGELON Mars, it's going to go to a, $200 billion market cap, like what some people like to say for whatever reason, then that's crazy, right? That kind of makes no sense because it's never been reached before by a meme coin. But $15 billion, it's not too much to ask for. At least that's the way I view it. And here's the thing. This bull run, I think, is going to be like nothing else because as of right now, yeah, sure, Bitcoin has had somewhat of a, pullback, but it's kind of insane how Bitcoin was even able to attain a new all-time high before the Bitcoin halving event, which, by the way, hasn't even happened yet, right? It's expected to happen sometime around April of this year. So that's ridiculous. And in my opinion, this right here is somewhat expected because as of right now, there's more people than ever before in history owning cryptocurrencies, which, by the way, is a verifiable fact because if you take a look at Crypto.com research, they say how as of right now, there's around 575 million crypto owners, which again means that in history, historically speaking, there's more people than ever before owning cryptocurrencies. And you got to take this into consideration. 2021 bull run, yeah, it was that Snoop Dogg level crazy type of, nonsense, right? You got to take it into consideration. Snoop Dogg's hairline, his hairline, right? Again, it's all the way back here. His cornrows are literally hanging on for dear life. That's how crazy his hairline is. And that's how crazy the 2021 bull run was. But at that time, only around 300 million crypto owners. Now we have nearly double that amount. I mean, this bull run, it's going to look like nothing else. And historically speaking, Bitcoin, it does pump first. You got to take this into consideration. Usually, these bigger projects, for instance, as of right now, we're seeing Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, they pump first, right? But eventually, once these projects keep pumping and pumping, these people, they're eventually going to take profits, at least the smart ones. And that's when the altcoin season really kicks in because they start flowing their profits into altcoins that are relatively smaller. For instance, in the case of DOGELON Mars and many others. And also, historically speaking, the altcoin season, it really hasn't even kicked into fifth gear yet because also, we take a look back in history, usually altcoins, they reach their peak anywhere between 6 to 12 months after a Bitcoin halving event. And again, the Bitcoin halving event, it hasn't even happened yet, right? Expected to happen sometime around April of this year. So I think that as of right now, yeah, sure, altcoins, they've done over 5x, 10x, 20x, you name it, right? And a lot of people are complaining, DOGELON Mars, it's not doing much. But hey, man, what we're seeing right now, it's not even a fully fledged bull run yet. At least that's the way I take a look at it, historically speaking, of course. So I think that the best days are still ahead. If anything, again, I think it's a bonus that DOGELON Mars is still this low. The fact that people haven't necessarily FOMO'd into it yet, I think that's such a great thing because more time for me to dollar cost average. At least that's the way I view it. I think that DOGELON Mars is really one of the true hidden gems. Sometimes people, they go to a restaurant and they say, wow, why is no one really eating at this restaurant? It's so amazing. It's a hidden gem. I think that's DOGELON Mars right there. I think it's fantastic. DOGELON Mars, man, when it shocks the world and goes to a $15 billion market cap, I think all of those critics, they're going to come running over to their girlfriend's boyfriend's grandma and start begging for a used bratwurst extender, Lee the Captain edition. It's going to be a little bit embarrassing if you ask me, but hey, $15 billion in market cap, hypothetically speaking, I don't see why not, especially when I consider just how special DOGELON Mars is. And make sure to subscribe if you gain value from this video. I'd greatly appreciate it. And also on top of that, make sure to check out this very fantastic video. I think you all would really love it. It's been Lee the Captain, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. I'm out. Peace. Bye.